You know, when I was growing up, I always believed that, at some point, I guess you'd say a happy ending, so to speak. You know, you're always told, oh, you get a diploma, you get a job, you get a romantic partner, you know, and all that, get a house, and I tell you one thing, last decade, it's just, you know, get a housing crisis, combined with a pandemic, massive lockdowns, you know, plus fucking, a degradation of freedom combined with everyone seemingly wanting to go to war with everyone else, combined with just a dating scene that just, you know, I guess go to the love kills, stuff if you want my opinion on that. And short of it, I just, I, people, large chunk of people just incapable of feeling love, you know, and, you know, I try to, be as, I guess you could say, open to, people. But, you know, I guess I'll explain, at least my grievances in romance and in that series. There's a lot to it. But, the short gist of it, I just don't feel comfortable, dating anyone right now, You know, I guess it's, one too many fucking dating horror stories and fucking too many videos about, the suffering of all that and too many cheating fucking plot lines and movies and just general toxicity. And then you get the business side of it, you gotta get a job. A lot of the jobs that I, would like to have gotten that, are with my passions either don't make money or, they're fucking, gaming, for instance. If you're not a blood-sucking CEO, you basically might as well not even go. Because all that's going to happen is, you're gonna get exploited, by some fucking fat cat who's gonna take your passion and then make money off your back. And pretty much anything that involves entertainment or, just huge swaths of the job market, and then other parts of it is just blatant exploitation, Unless you go into one of those physical labor jobs and just labor away, or just some menial job that, you don't like. In which case, suck the fun out of your life. Likely for little to no pay at all, And even then, with I could make, get a job and, this YouTube video, YouTube stuff, or just, you get a job, but then, you know, if you're like social, you know, social media and all that, you say the wrong thing, you know, especially in the political sphere, but, you know, anything, you know, you get crazies running around to the point where, you know, I don't want to express myself on fucking line, you know, or at least I feel very big apprehension of doing so because, you know, I don't know if somebody's gonna fucking, you know, I don't know if I'm gonna say that, you know, I'm pro-trans, you know, transgender, but I believe that, you know, you actually have to attempt to transition, you know, there's stuff to it. You can't just say, oh, I'm trans and that's that. You know, you know, that could get a fucking bomb sent to my house. And just saying that, you know, for multiple reasons, you know. You get the people who are like, oh, you know, you're just a biological essentialist, or, oh, you know, you just want to fucking turn children into women, or some fucking shit like that, or some other just ridiculous thing, you know, which could cost my job, you know, if I had one, you know, you know, well, you know, even then, you know, it's like I don't have any money to, you know, get equipment to make videos that I want. So, you know, even if I, you know, could make the videos I want, you know, I don't know if I'm gonna have some fucking, you know, I guess refer to the video of why I left YouTube if you want further elaboration on some of the reasons. But, you know, like, and I've already, you know, talked to any of this stuff about, you know, I doubt anybody's gonna watch this video, and even then, you know, yeah, let's be honest with you. I mean, if I leave it in the comments if this is true, but most of the people, if this is true for you, but most of the people who subscribe and watch my videos are from people from school. And quite frankly, a lot of those people I genuinely believe just, you know, subscribe because they thought I was funny. You know, I genuinely believe a lot of people really only kept me around because they thought I was funny. And, you know, back then, anyways. But, you know, I just don't feel like being funny anymore. You know, hell, even then, you know, like, you know, I like being the funny man and all, but, you know, I like to actually interact with people instead of just, you know, being the comedian, you know. And, you know, I wasn't, you know, I've harped on about how, you know, everybody left me, and, you know, I don't blame them for necessarily leaving. There's not really any blame to go around, you know. I wasn't exactly the greatest person in the world, you know. Didn't exactly keep up my hygiene, you know. Had a bit of some peculiar traits, but I'll tell you, loneliness fucking sucks, and not being able to talk to anybody, man, it just really fucking sucks, and I guess, you know, if anybody even watches this, you know, I guess I scared most of those people away anyways, if anybody even watches this and comments at all, you know. But, you know, I'm just not in a joking mood, you know. You know, to be honest with you, fucking, you could say I'm blank-pilled in a way, because, you know, I just have a sense of dread, I guess you could say, at the prospect of the future. And, you know, I honestly don't know if anybody even really cares. I wouldn't blame people if they didn't. Not exactly a catch of a friend or romantic partner. I guess being alone gave me enough time to think about that, in the various, ways in which I was not really great of a friend among the other, I guess it would be too long for me to go over all things, but, I was a little odd sometimes, a bit of a bad guy, but, hell, they say try to get friends, but to be on, new friends, but to be honest with you, I guess you could say I developed a bit of some fucking anxieties, watching fucking, that guy videos and stuff like that, fucking some people are just, I was bad back in the day, but some people are just fucking ridiculous. And, I mean, and, I don't want to, it just, it makes me not want to, interact with people, and among other things that also make, I don't want to interact with people, and even then, I like to think I've changed, but I guess it really is up to circumstance on whether, you stay. I mean, you get fucking women who would date fucking Jeffrey Dahmer and shit, and it's like, it's a circumstance, and I guess I'm rambling at this point, but I just really don't, I just lost passion that I once had. I guess that's really what this video is about. I guess I might upload something, but if I don't, and you bother to watch, I guess that's an explanation of why. I guess look for something, if you care to bother.